everybody, it's Keely here, and I wanted to just show you the second masterboard that I've made. I had lots of little bits left after I made this one in my masterboard book, which is in my previous video. And I really wanted to use it up because it's just so pretty. So I've made these and I thought I might make some ATCs with it. So yeah, that's the book that I got my butterflies from. If you haven't seen that I publish books, hello, where have you been? Anyway, to my viewers who are already subscribed and who kindly comment, I just want to remember to say thank you so much for your support. It's really kind of you and great to have you here. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that notification bell and say hello in the comments. That would be great. So yeah, I publish books. That's my butterflies one. Quick flip through there. I have a full flip through video on my flip through playlist. You can't believe how hard that is to say. And I just wanted to talk about these as well before I start chopping up my masterboard. I've got a Ko-fi shop now and I'm just starting to fill it out with lots of nice things. And I decided that I needed some labels for projects like this. So the background here from the butterflies you can see is some of these, and so I've got some pages of those which are for sale on my Ko-fi shop, and I will put the link in the description below. Pop on over and see what you think of what I've put there so far. It's mostly junk journal background pages, and I'm going to fill it out with some like ephemera pieces like this as well, and some characters are definitely going to come along soon too, so that everything coordinates. Anyway, so yeah, pop over to my Ko-fi shop and have a look, and there are some freebies there too. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to explain what artist trading cards actually are. So they are miniature pieces of art that are traded around the world. Artists create, trade and collect art at organised swaps, events, either in person or online. And the only official rule for ATCs, artist trading cards, is their size, which is 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So and they can't be sold, they have to be swapped. That's pretty much the other rule as far as I understand it. So anyway, I'm going to slice up this masterboard now and then see what I'm going to do with it once I've got the pieces the right size. So they should all coordinate, and just to make it a bit more exciting, I am going to flip it over and cut from the other side so I can't see what the designs are going to look like. So I'm not engineering the patterns or anything, I'm just getting what I'm getting. So let me just do that and I'll be right back. So I've cut them up. We've got 2.5 by 3.5. Haven't turned them over yet, so let's have a look and see how they've come out. Nice. See, they've all got a little bit of each other in them, sort of thing. There we go. Liking those. And I do want to use, I think, some ephemera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 3 strips out of that piece with 3 from each. There we go. I feel like there should be 10, but 3 3s are 9. Hello. Anyway, there we go. I love those. I'm going to have a little think now about what I'm actually going to do with them. So yeah, time to cut out some more butterflies. Okay, so looking at these, I think I really want to broaden my scope beyond just butterflies. So I am going to pick some butterflies out of here, but there's a really nice sort of yellow and blue feel to these, and I think I might go with some spring-like images as well. So some pretty pinks there, those might work. Definitely liking the yellow, but I do think I want to go for something a little bit brighter. Maybe some of those pinks too. But yeah, those are going to vanish into the background. So I thought I might try some images from some of my other books. So I've got my Easter Ephemera book here, and there's lots of obviously Eastery yellow colours going on. Cute bunny, a chick in a cup, that would look really sweet. Lots of Easter eggs, we're not quite there yet. When is Easter this year? It's not for a while. Little Easter bunny. I was more thinking just the spring-like images, like the little rabbit, or where have they gone? Here we go. So these yellow butterflies, they're more watercolour rather than original vintage illustrations. So a few of those I think will go beautifully. I think that cake is a little bit too big. Maybe some flowers. Ooh, primroses, those would look beautiful. I could always tuck a butterfly in behind. Cute children again, they're a little bit a cake, lemon cake, little bit Easter. Very pretty butterflies here, they're a bit more browny orange. Some cute animals, maybe a mouse. Hot cross buns. Yeah, we're talking Easter quite firmly here, aren't we? That would look pretty with the colours though. Hey, what about those daisies? Oh, I like those. They're the right sort of size as well. So you can see, obviously, Happy Easter. Those are too big. Ooh, flowers are pretty. And these very pale butterflies, and perhaps the ladies. I think they're a bit too big. Daffodils. Oh, now those would work. I like those. I think those might work. And then it's going to be more of a spring artist trading card look, isn't it? Love that cake so much. Amazing. Anyway, so I might pick some of those, and I might also pick some from afternoon tea. So some very sweet animals in here, having cups of tea, and there's also little plates of biscuits, teapots. That would look pretty, wouldn't it? Let's just think. Pink, maybe some very tiny teacups there. Those might be fun, along with something else. And up here, cutlery. Oh, maybe a pretty mug. Cute teddy. Might work. And perhaps a little bit too orange. Afternoon tea. Hey, what about these? Or is that bringing in too much purple? Herbal tea. That could work. I do want something yellowy. Ooh. Ooh. What about those? Maybe the tiniest one. Could have a little tea party going on there. And what about the bunny? Oh, and that one. Will that one fit? Just about. And that one. And that one. Oh, look, they're all going to fit. That's amazing. Excuse me. Right, I need to stop talking. I'm going to cut some of these out now. And green. Ooh, green teacups. That might work. Maybe we'll have tea and butterflies as our theme. Yeah, tea and butterflies. Right, scissors time. Here you can see all the bits and bobs that I have collated from my books, and I've fussy cut them as well. So yeah, I've got all sorts of colours, and at this point I'm just thinking, I've got so many pictures and so many backgrounds, and how am I going to filter them? Look at that cute kitten. Just adorable. A kitten having a cup of tea. What could be cuter? Yeah, we've got cakes and beautiful gold mug with flowers in. And look at that cute bunny. I can't wait to use that bunny. And lots of yellow spring-like colours as well, which are going to work so well on those really pretty backgrounds for my ATCs. I can't wait. Anyway, so I've sped this up for you, and looking back at it, it's a little bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle in a funny sort of way, because I'm just looking at the colours and trying to see what will fit and playing around and sometimes rejecting things and sometimes changing the background. There's just so many options. It's a bit hard to know where to begin. And I am going to be completely honest with you here. Well, I am pretty honest anyway, most of the time. But I'm going to be completely honest. I've never, ever made an artist trading card before. By the way, I'm not trading these because they're quite precious to me. And yeah, I've never made one before. I do like making tiny projects. And so I made a lot of postcards for the #July postcard play challenge last July that Kerry the Crafter did. And I do like working on that sort of scale. But I think artist trading cards, these are forcing me to just pick 3, maybe 4 images and to go in with my sort of eye for colour and just try and make the composition look good. It's not as easy as you might think. Let me know in the comments if you make artist trading cards. Like I say, I'm not going to start doing trading because I'm so run off my little feet at the moment. What with the book publishing and my new Linktree shop and filming for YouTube and launching my new book. I've just got so much on, and I have a job as well, which is nothing to do with books and crafting. So yeah, it's all getting a bit much. So I'm not going to start trading artist trading cards. Maybe one day when I am retired. Ha ha, lol. Yeah, maybe I'll have time to do something like that, which would be really nice. Anyway, I am loving that little rabbit so much. Somebody commented on that. I think it might have been on Instagram, how cute the bunny is. So yeah, I do show usually finished work on Instagram or little snippets of things. So pop over there if you wish. I think it's Keely O'Brien cut-and-collage, but you can find it on my YouTube main page anyway. If you just click on the more information, you'll see my links there. Let me know in the comments if you actually craft along with me when I'm doing my YouTubing. And yeah, I love crafting. So while I was making these, I think I was watching Nicole on Relax Cut Glue. I've been following her for a couple of years, and without Nicole I would not be doing what I'm doing now. And I probably would have given up publishing books a long time ago, but she's just been the best friend and the best support for doing all of this stuff. So Nicole, if you're watching, thank you. You're brilliant. You're so funny and you crack me up, and it's like having an old school friend. It reminds me a bit of this girl I used to sit with in English at my secondary school. So when I was about 13, 14, and honestly, I mean, we did work hard, we passed our exams and all that stuff, but we had such a laugh, and we sat on a table towards the back of the room. And Nicole, you just remind me a bit of this girl that I knew at school. Yeah, we didn't really get in trouble, but we were just always finding a bit of fun in the most mundane of situations, laughing at the texts in the English books and stuff like that, and just taking the right mickey out of things, really. But yeah, she was brilliant. We actually met up. We sort of lost touch, really, but we did meet up some decades later. So that was probably 15 years ago now. Oh, showing my age. But yeah, it was really good to see her again. But Nicole, you do really remind me of the friendship that I had with that friend of mine at school. I'm not going to name names, but Yeah, it's so good having you around in the background while I'm making stuff and you're chatting and making your stuff. And if you haven't seen Nicole, she does a lot of glue books, and occasionally she'll do ATCs. She loves her like magazine harvesting and making glue books. That's what she calls them, out of those. And sometimes she shows my cut and collage books, which is incredibly kind and generous of her, and she makes different things with them. Quite often it's postcards when she's made things with my images, but she did make, and let me know in the comments if you've seen this, she made a wonderful glue folio not even last autumn, the autumn before, and she used the autumn cut and collage book that I dedicated to her. It had so many cute images. I knew she was just going to love it, and thank goodness she did. And yeah, it had a waterfall in it, and it had just so many cute things. I think she also used images from Poor Toast as well, and possibly another lady called Bridget who also makes cut and collage books. So there's, a few of us around. So it's good fun. There's also Collage Soup. I love her books. They're very different to mine, and very sort of, I don't know, artsy and funky, and a bit strange and a bit weird. I can't think of any better words to describe them, but I love them, and they're different, really different to mine. And yeah, she's very inspiring as well. I think there's a few people now working together on the Collage Soup project, and so go and see Nicole if you haven't ever seen her channel. And she has a playlist of cut and collage books too, some of which are mine. You can see what she made of them over on Relax Cut Glue. If you've got some of my cut and collage books, or anybody else's for that matter, why don't you get them out? If you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, get them out and let's make some lovely, gorgeous ATCs together. Because I'll tell you what, I can't believe how much fun I'm having with these. It's kind of like the pressure is off, because if I muck one up, it doesn't matter, because I've made 9 backgrounds, and some of them I'm going to prefer to others, and some of them I'm not going to like quite so much, and some of them I'll probably go a bit wrong and I'll stick something in the wrong place and hate it. But so I wanted to include some little words, some sentiments on my artist trading cards, but I don't have those strips of words. I really want to go and have a spend up on Amazon or somewhere. I'd love a trip to Hobbycraft. Here in the UK, we have this huge store called Hobbycraft. I'm desperately wanting to go to Hobbycraft. I have no clue where the nearest one is. The nearest one I know is on the other side of London. I'm sure there is one. Anyway, so I bought this kit. It's not really for printing. It's actually for putting little messages on cakes, or cookies rather. So I thought I'd give this a try. It was cheap, it was on Amazon, and you're supposed to put the little letters into this thing. So problem with that, when you've snapped them off, all these bits are sticking out, so you then have to get your scissors and literally cut the ends off. I tried that. I still can't get the letters to fit in this. So I'm not really recommending this kit if you're wanting to put actual words in here and then print them. But actually, look, I've played around with it a bit. Here's my... And I used ground espresso archival ink, and I literally, I'll show you, I literally just printed onto an old book that was nice and faded from a long time ago. Let's see if I can show you. It worked okay, and I really like the printy sort of aesthetic of it. So some hearts, there we go. If you really want to get darker, then just keep stamping more and more. There we go, I might use those. My other problem now is I have a mountain of these blooming things because it's got the entire alphabet, various things like hashtags, percentage signs, all the rest of it. That's just, honestly, I've got about 6 times more than this, and try finding the letters you need. It's a challenge, but I suppose I could sort them into little boxes like letters A to F and letters G to M or something like that. Honestly, guys, life is too short, but I really do quite like the cute aesthetic of this, and I can use any colour ink I want, so I can get it to tie in with what I'm making. So I probably won't just bin them, although honestly I do feel a bit like that. It's a little bit fiddly and frustrating, but never mind, I'm going to use them for this because I think they're cute and I want to make sure I actually use them. So I thought, there's not much space on an artist trading card, is there? But this one needs something else, and I thought, no, I'm going to have to do words. So that's sort of my process back to front, really. I wanted to do the words. What have I got to make words with? Oh, I've got those pink letters I haven't actually taken out of the packet yet. So that's how we arrived in this position. I think I'm definitely going to have to crack out the glitter glue for these, and I'm glad I didn't try and stamp straight onto the artist trading card because that would have totally messed up. Another problem is trying to find letters that are the same when they're capital and small. You can see I did the word cup there, and 2 of them are capitals and 1 small. They're so small to see. So anyway, if you've got the patience of a saint, you might want to do that. So I thought I would do this. So I thought that art glitter glue was going to be the way to go with these tiny things because I think it's quite good for getting into those small places. But actually that paper, it just made it a bit soggy, to be honest. So I went back to my trusty Pritt stick, as you can see. And I really am pleased with how those letters came out, actually. You can see me doing a little bit of stamping. They're a bit itchy and scratchy to pick up, those little pink plastic things. And yeah, a little bit fiddly, but I like the outcome, and I think it was worth persevering, finding the right letters, and maybe I'll try and organise them in a little tray or something. But as I say, I'm a busy lady and life is whizzing by, and maybe I don't just have enough time to do that, but maybe I'll want to use them again, and then maybe it'll be worth a bit of messing about to get all those letters organised. So yeah, I haven't actually used little sentiments on my artwork before, I don't think I have. Yeah, it really helps to just give it a little focal point, doesn't it? And also it helps fill in any gaps, because that one where it says relax, there definitely felt like there was a gap where I stuck that word. So it just seemed to be a good way to just make things look finished and complete. And I love those little hearts as well that I cut out, because they're just super cute and really easy to just fit in, and it sort of ties everything together. So a little bit like inking round the edges ties things together. Now I don't know what you think about this, but I think 1 or 2, you can see at the end, 1 or 2 of my ATCs maybe looked a little bit dark because of the inking. They did look beautiful and bright, especially the yellowy ones, when I was just cutting them out. So that one, super bright and lovely. I just love it. Don't know whether I ended up finishing that one as in the way that you just saw to see. Yeah, but it does sort of hold everything together, and I just really like inking. I don't know why, it's just satisfying and feels like I've done things properly, and it does sort of make them all match, and it stops things sticking out too much on the card, and just makes them all sort of sit a bit flatter, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's so much fun playing with the colour schemes on these little cards as well, because you can just like, you know, one's obviously greens, that teacup one I was just playing with, and I just love those spring very pale blues like the sky and sort of daffodil yellow colours. And the teacups and saucers from my cut and collage book, Afternoon Tea Ephemera to cut out and collage. Yeah, I just think they go really well with the spring look and the style of the backgrounds as well. Yeah, so I've also been watching Tina on Shabby Dabby Doodah while I've been doing this. Big shout out to Tina. I've been watching you for a year or two as well, and lovely lady. She's also in the UK, so she makes junk journals, and I've been watching her making some of her lace clusters this afternoon. So I haven't got any lace, but it looks really fun. And I don't actually make the sort of junk journals that she makes, but I would love to try, because her vintage aesthetic and mine are kind of quite similar, the styles that we love, sort of quite opulent, over the top, you know, rococo furniture and lots of gold frames and lovely vintage ladies. And I'm looking at the screen now from her video, I can see vintage ladies' shoes and gorgeous butterflies and crinoline dresses and all that kind of thing. I love all that stuff. Yeah, and lots of gorgeous ephemera. So big shout out to you, Tina. You probably don't know who I am anyway, but anyway, I have enjoyed watching you for quite a long time. Right, back to my ATCs. Are you making an ATC as well at the moment? I hope you are. Let me know in the comments, will you? So, yeah, I like that pinky one with the kitten. It's definitely one of my favourites as it ended up. And, oh my goodness, I haven't told you about my new book. How far through this video are we? 27 minutes and I haven't even mentioned it yet. Maybe I'm just super restrained. Right, a shameless plug is coming up, because my new book, Antique Shop Ephemera to Cut Out and Collage, is now available on Amazon. If you watch me on TikTok or follow me on TikTok, you might have seen it already. I think I've put it on Instagram. Honestly, I can't keep up with all these different platforms all at the same time, but I'm a bit more TikTok-y at the moment. So I have actually put a flip through video on there of Antique Shop Ephemera to Cut Out and Collage. It's in my Linktree shop, so click on the link on my homepage here, and that will take you to my Linktree, which has just got really easy little boxes with a book in each box, and then you just click it and it takes you straight to the Amazon in your own country. So if you're then interested in putting it in your basket and buying it, then that's a really easy way to find whether they're available in your country. They should be. Let me know if you can't find them or if they're not available in the country you are in, please, because I'll see if I can help with that if I possibly can. Anyway, so there we are. I'm sort of finishing these up now with a bit of inking round the edges. Oh dear, how many times have I had an image and I've gone to glue it down, I've put the glue on, and then I've forgotten to ink round the edges. Have you done that? I bet you have too. You know, you kind of have a style of inking around the edges for a particular piece, and it's really easy to forget if you're not concentrating, especially if you're filming at the same time. I tell you what, it's not for sissies. This is why I'm doing voiceovers now, because I find it really tricky to craft and talk and film and all that sort of stuff at the same time. So this is actually a bit easier for me. I don't know which you prefer. Let me know. Oh, such a cute little pink butterfly. It's really fun just like trying out the different pieces of ephemera on each card. And oh, I just loved making these. It really was fun. If you've never done any crafting before and you think, oh, I was no good at art at school, I can't draw, this is perfect for you because you haven't got a drawer, you haven't got to worry about, you know, having too many resources. Really all you need is a pair of scissors, some glue and some images. You don't even need to buy a cut and collage book, although it's a fantastic place to get started if you want some images that are sort of going to go together on a bit of a theme, and that's obviously what I try to specialise in over on Amazon. And you can follow my author page. Did you know you can follow authors? So if you click on my name when you find one of my books, it'll take you to a page that has all of my books on, and you can just click the box that says follow at the top. I have got coming up to 930 people following me now on Amazon, which is great. It's taken a couple of years, but I'd love to get to 1,000. So please, 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 can you help me get to 1,000 followers? It'd be great to get there by, let's see, let's set myself a target. What about April Fool's Day? I don't know when Easter is actually yet this year, but yeah, it'd be good to get there by the end of March. So give me a hand if you can and hop over and add yourself to my Amazon page. You don't have to pay, you don't even have to buy one of my books, but it just keeps you in the loop of what I've been creating. So I'm coming up to finishing these now, and I absolutely love doing these. I have put them on TikTok, and I've had people offering to, they've like claimed them. Now the world of ATCs is outside of my current experience in the world of crafting. So I was quite shocked that someone immediately wanted to claim them, and I had to politely decline because, as I said, I'm so run off my feet at the moment. I just haven't got time to start posting things all over the place. But I was really touched. I thought that was really nice. And if you're in the world of ATCs and you enjoy swapping, let me know in the comments. Is it good? I bet it is. Yeah, I think that's a really fun thing to do. Anyway, I wonder which one of these is my favourite. Joyful, there you go, that's nice. It's probably the sentiments that I've put on them make me sort of think whether I like them more or less, but also the colour schemes sort of, and the balanced looks. Some of them are more sort of graphically balanced than others, I would say. And yeah, the colours really sort of speak to me, either in a I'm gorgeous way or in a I'm not quite so much what I was looking for kind of fashion. Anyway, right, here's a flip through of all of my ATCs. I think that's probably my favourite because of the cute bunny and the teapot. That one is also on my list. It's the cute little animal characters that get to me the most, I think. I need to make more of those in my books. Yeah, it's on my list, definitely. I like the love one because I love the colours. Tea time, not so much. I think it's a little bit too grey and silvery with that teapot at the bottom. That one I think's worked quite well. And that one's pretty because I love the yellow butterfly and the blue background and the pretty girl. That one I do like very much. That I think has worked well as well, except the tip of the butterfly sort of inside the teacup. Didn't quite want that there. And I love that because I just love that spotty teapot, and I do need to relax and have a cuppa. And anyway, there we go. Let me know if you do ATCs, and let me know which of these is your favourite, but I'm sorry, I am not sharing them. Anyway, that is just about it for today, so I'm going to wrap up the video now, and yeah, I hope to see you very soon. Watch out for what will undoubtedly be my next video, which will be a flip through of my antique shop Ephemera. Anyway, see you soon guys, take care, bye.